Alright, let's take a look at my hip care series, and there are 3 levels to the series, and I want you to work on the one that is most relevant to you so that you can start building up and going through the different variations that are available till you have full benefits from what we're targeting, and that's the hips. So let's take a look at level 1. Our hips are the engine of the lower body, and so what we want to do is make sure that we have good balance between all the joints at the hip, at the knee, at the foot, and the ankle. So what's going on there in terms of the femur bone, your legs? There's a relationship that it has between internal and external rotation that helps us to move efficiently, our gait cycle. When we have imbalances within the hips, the knees, the feet, and our core, then our spine takes all the pressure for this, as well as the joints in our lower body, and everything starts to become affected at it. So we start with the hips, we start with working on internal and external rotation at the femur, the thighs. I'd like you to take your legs and actually place them together, stacked right beside each other, and take your hands and place them at shoulder height outstretched, and you want to make sure that your upper back, your shoulder blade stays fixed to the floor for the duration of the time. Now, with a little bit of tension in your core and breathing normally and fully, I'd like you to take your feet, I'd like you to take your legs and allow them to rotate laterally on one side and the other. So as you rotate, you want to make sure that the shoulder blade, for example, my right shoulder blade, is fixed to the ground so that you start to feel a stretch also in the chest. Now for the legs that are stacked on top of each other, you want them to remain stacked, and you want to make sure that your core is engaged so that you don't feel any unnecessary tension in your lower back. Because as you do this, even though you're working internal and external rotation of the hips, you will get a stretch in the lower back because those two are related, and it's important that you do support yourself in this range of motion here. So very slowly go through it. Allow yourself to control your weight on the way down. Also, you want to take your legs and add more pressure into the ground, providing that's comfortable. You want to move through this range of motion, add pressure on the other side. Breathe through this, and that's level 1.